Are you thinking about getting started in real estate as a part-time real estate agent? And are you wondering, is it even possible to become a part-time agent and find success? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my experience of being a real estate agent for over the past 10 years and watching part-time agents fail and also succeed. In this video, you're going to learn a lot of things, like some of the major struggles you're going to face. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some of the solutions that I've found to overcome some of those struggles. So let's dive right into the video. My name is Chris with Unplugged Agent. On this channel, we give you real practical tips and advice to grow your real estate business. And before we dive into this video, make sure to grab the How to Get Licensed and Start Your Real Estate Career Guide. Everything in this video, plus a lot more, is inside that guide. Click the link down below to get your copy. Okay, so first things first, you have to understand what you're actually signing up for as a part-time real estate agent. Okay, let's talk about starting as a part-time real estate agent. Now, doing this sounds very attractive and compelling because you might have a 9-to-5 job right now that you're not comfortable leaving to start real estate. And you might want to start your business while still having your 9-to-5 job, so you have that security and you know you're not going to go broke in the process. So many real estate agents go broke when they start their business because they've run out of money. 10 years ago, when I started my real estate business, I was at a 9-to-5 job and I completely pulled the plug. And I remember how scary that moment was, trying to figure out how I was going to get my next deal and make income before I ran out of money. Now, I was able to stash away a small savings before I started this business, and that made a big help. But I do understand how much stress comes with starting in a 100% commission-only income business model. So I understand why you want to do this, but I do want to highlight some of the challenges and pitfalls that you're going to face as a brand new agent starting part-time. The first thing is that this industry just simply takes a lot of time. A part-time effort usually will deliver a part-time income. If that, sometimes it delivers no income. Now, I've seen agents start out where they've started part-time and they've become very successful. And I've also seen many agents start out part-time and just never do a deal at all because they don't know what to expect and they're not doing the right things. Now, as a real estate agent, you're gonna run into a couple major things. Now, there's three major components of the job. You have the prospecting element, so which is prospecting and marketing. That's where you're essentially trying to go out there and get clients. This is the sales element of the job. Then you have the customer service element of the job. So once you have clients, you have to service those clients. So that's going to be giving advice. You're going to be going to showings, going to listing appointments, showing those clients homes, scheduling professional photography if you're going to offer that as a service, doing all these things, helping with going to home inspections, going to appraisal appointments, making sure closings happen on time, negotiating deals, negotiating contracts, negotiating offers. These are all things you have to do and juggle. And once you get a couple clients, it's going to take a lot of your time. And then you're not going to have as much time to put into getting new clients, which can be a huge challenge. And then last but not least, you have the whole other back-end business element of you trying to manage a business on a 100% commission-only income while you have other expenses that you're using to run your business. Think about things like leads that you're buying, if you're buying any leads, or social media posts where you're, doing your social media accounts to attract new clients, or maybe you're paying for a CRM every month, or maybe you're paying for some coaching every month. These are all things that add up. Or maybe you're even paying for professional photography when you get a client. These are all items that you have to manage in the back end while still managing a normal job and still trying to find clients. That's where this becomes difficult. If you try to do all of it at once, you're gonna end up in a situation where you get overwhelmed. And then you're gonna have to figure out if you want to scale your real estate business or if you wanna just stay at your job and only handle a couple clients per year or have a smaller real estate business. You have to determine what you can handle and what your capacity is. Some people can handle 10 or 15 clients a year. That's highly unusual if they're working a full-time job, but some people can. I've seen it, and some people do an exceptional job at that, and they're just really talented and they're very good. So that might be you, and you might be able to just totally crush it. But most people, once they get a little bit busy, they get overwhelmed and their clients start to pay the price because they're agent is at a 9 to 5 job, and when these clients need you, you might not be around. And then you're just gonna build yourself a bad reputation, and that's what we wanna avoid. So what we wanna do if you wanna start as a part-time agent is I highly suggest you go into a different type of model. Now, I mentioned you have all these different pillars. You have the sales and marketing element, which in my opinion is the most important element, because until that happens, nothing happens. Then you have the customer service element. That's where a lot of agents spend a lot of their time. And then last but not least, you have the management and financial part, which again, that's more of a business skill. It's not going to take too much of your time, but you just have to set things up right and start thinking like an entrepreneur and build a real estate business. So out of those three things, the thing that I highly recommend that you drop as a part-time agent to be able to scale this is the middle piece. Get rid of the customer service piece as soon as possible. The reason you want to get rid of customer service is because you're at a 9 to 5 job. You're doing something else. And if clients need you to be at a showing, if they need you to be at an appointment and you can't make it, you're going to ruin your reputation. The sales piece is totally flexible, and it's one of the most valuable pieces because you can find an agent in your office that is working full-time, that you do trust and you do have a good relationship with and you do trust your clients with, and set up a partnership and say, hey, I'm gonna spend my time marketing, I'm gonna spend my time prospecting, I'm gonna spend my time getting clients, and then when I get these clients, I'm gonna work them with you and I'm gonna pass them off to you, and then you're gonna service them while I'm at my 9 to 5 job. And that's how you can scale your business, that's how you can get your foot in the door, and then if you wanna go do showings when that person's not available, you can jump in and do showings when you want to. But the coolest thing about this model is that it's not all on you, and you're not in a situation where you're gonna be ruining your reputation trying to make $1, trying to get your business off the ground. And this can work no matter what your goal is. If you just got your real estate license because you want to do a couple deals here and there, this can be a great model because you're not going to be spending as much time and you're going to probably make good money still. And if you're trying to get your business off the ground and be a full-time agent, this is a great way to get your foot in the door, still give exceptional customer service, probably learn from a very experienced agent in your office, which is always a good thing, and you're going to be able to really provide value, which is the main point of this business and any business is you want to be able to provide value. So this is how I would get through that common pitfall of the customer service hurdle, because if you start dropping the ball there, people are going to get very upset. And rightfully so. They're paying us a lot of money to provide this service. And if you aren't doing it because you're doing other things, people get very upset. So that is my business model. That's what I would do if I was starting out as a part-time agent. And then once you're ready to leave your full-time job, if you decide that's the best thing to do, once you have a book of business being built, then you take that piece back on and you start making full commissions. And then you're gonna have the experience, you're gonna have the time to invest in these clients, and then you're gonna be off to the races and you're gonna be building a really great business. So I hope this video helped. Drop a comment in the comment section down below if it was helpful to you, and make sure to check out this video here if you're interested in trying to figure out how to get your next client. I have a complete guide. I'm sure you'll like it.